day, family. Hope everyone is having a good day, Kind of just an early rising video. Felt called just by God, Haven't really slept yet. Felt called just God, being up through the night. Really just reflecting on life, seeing things differently. I know the lighting isn't the most great. It's not perfect, but that's the whole point of this video. It's not about waiting for things to really necessarily look perfect on the outside. I chose to really just give my vessel, give my life, to God, to the Most High, to just be a voice piece for justice, be a voice piece for some sort of positive energy that we can all really kind of grasp on at this point. I really just want you guys to know, the power, the strength, the well-being, the peace. These things are priceless. These things cost nothing. So let's see what doesn't cost a dime that we can really put back into ourselves and realize that, what doesn't cost money, what is available and readily accessible to all of us, just peace, you know what I mean? I want you guys to know, just stay strong in whatever it is you're going through, because a lot of times we're giving power to circumstances, we're giving power to things that are outside of us. Remember, the power is really inside of you. And I just feel called by God to just come out here and really just make a message, coming out here in nature, just kind of getting in tune with self, getting in tune with just the energies, and just letting myself be kind of a vessel, kind of a voice piece. Everyone is chosen in some sort of way. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has an ability to, become more evolved, to step into their power, to step into who you really know you are, Because, how my story kind of went, I want to kind of be a little bit more vulnerable and kind of transparent with you guys, like my story, or our story, everyone has a particular kind of hero's journey that we're all kind of on right now. And in particular, in my story, really just found myself kind of in isolation a lot, found myself having sleepless nights sometimes, really just questioning my own actions, really just diving deeper into seeing how can we be accountable? How can we take responsibility and empower ourselves into a new light and to shift our perspective, Shifting our perspective from the negatives to the positive, seeing the flip side of the coin, seeing that natural law, kind of how, just like nature, everything works in equilibrium. Everything is seeking to, I'm gonna prop this up for you guys. Everything is really working in some sort of harmony, right? So the more that I kind of see this, realize that the strength is inside of you, Feeling the raindrops right now. Feeling the rain coming down. I'm not gonna stop the video, I'm just gonna let it play. Just remember your strength, Remember who you are. Dust yourself off, get back up. And you gotta give to receive. You gotta give something to receive something. You gotta let go of that critical, negative self-talk. Let's step into our power, let's step into our spiritual authority. Let's step into who we really are. And I'm praying, setting prayers to everybody out there, I'm really just speaking this life into people that hear this message, Just the power of the Most High, the power of the Spirit. Come through me so I can touch a soul today. Let's touch souls today. Let's see how we can use this to our strength. Use this to our advantage. The situation you're in is actually perfect, because it's the perfect training ground. It's a perfect opportunity, to really realize that you're a warrior. You're a warrior for God. You're a warrior for the truth. And I feel being creative is so important, because a lot of us are just looking for a direction, we're looking for a sense of belonging, a sense of kind of oneness, to Just don't get so lost into the everyday. We're right here, right now. Mind you, the law of the present moment, realizing that this present moment is so precious. And it's like once you realize that this present moment is such a gift and that life is such a gift in itself, I even found myself like, dang, I'm not going to be ungrateful anymore. I'm going to show more gratitude. I'm going to be more appreciative. I'm going to see the good. I'm going to choose to see the good in this circumstances, despite everything, despite all odds, despite what it is you're currently going through. See it as that is actually working for you. Growth is a little uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. Taking responsibility is uncomfortable. Breaking subconscious habits, breaking certain patterns and addictions that we've been so used to. Whether it's the body's used to, whether it's a mental thing, whether it's an emotional thing. I'd like you guys to remember that the power is inside of you. The power is inside of you. All we gotta do is simply just start. Simply start. Let your life be a freaking testimony, man. Let your situation teach you something. Instead of complaining, instead of victimizing, instead of getting all cynical and apathetic and having this self-pity, how is this serving me right now? How is what I'm going through working perfectly? Not only for myself, but for the highest of humanity, for the highest good of the collective. It's about just being a service. Being a service to really come out here, put your bullshit to the side, and just breathe with me. Breathe. Trust your ability. Realize that God is with you this whole time, guys. I feel this strong, invincible presence right now. I feel this strong, just, spiritual energy right now. And I just feel this on my heart. I feel this on my soul. I feel it just running through my veins. To just, how can I touch a soul today? How can I bring something into someone's life and allow them to experience more abundance? How can I be a service, God? How can I uplift somebody? How can I use my pain to empower another? How can I use my endurance to give faith to somebody else? Realize that it's working out for you. You are not a victim. You are not stuck. You are not none of these things. The power is inside of you. The power is really inside of you. And I just feel we have to get to that clean, fresh perspective. It's like, imagine the canvas is blank. We're going to start fresh. We're going to start over. We're going to start clean, and we're going to do it right this time. And one thing that I feel God has been teaching me through this circumstance is don't see the bad, because if you focus solely on the negatives, you're going to see just that. And it's funny how where we place our thoughts, where we place our emotional energy, our physical energy, it's just where we pay attention to, what we're giving our energy to. It's always going to expand and grow. So let's focus on the abundance. Let's focus on creating a change. And it's always going to start energetically first. It's always going to start you with yourself, whether it's in your room, whether you're journaling, Mind you, I've not slept, and this is just really just coming straight from the intuition, because I feel leaders lead, Let's get straight to that. Leaders lead. And for some of us chosen ones, this is not a title. This is about the human race. This is about the evolution of our human race and ascending into this higher light, living a more holistic type of life, living a reality based off our design. Live it by your design and not by societal default. Whatever mental conditioning that has kind of had us a little stagnant, realize that it's working for you perfectly. Let go of your limitations. Let go of, all the fears, and just realize that everyone is going through something, man. And the more that I can put my own pride to the side and really just open up my heart, I'm realizing that sometimes your pain is not really about you. It's a higher purpose. It's about a higher purpose. It's about, can you endure to the end? Can you endure to the end and just shift your self-image, throw away that sabotage, throw away all these mental patterns that are keeping us constricted, that are keeping us contracted. Let's wake up with passion. Let's wake up in pure intentions to really expand, to evolve our energy. That's my intention, is how can I serve? How can I change someone's life today? How can I take action in alignment today? What can I face today that's going to allow myself to be better than I was the day before? The beauty is all right in front of you, my friend. The beauty is all right in front of you in this present moment. I just feel that's something that nature teaches a lot of us. And, I'm sending so much unconditional love to everyone out there, all my warriors, anybody really. Doesn't matter. There's not any separation to this. And I'm really speaking on a spiritually as well. Like, let's stop judging everybody. Let's stop judging. Let's stop judging people if they're not awake, if they're not spiritually inclined. Because when it comes to the heart, when it comes to the soul, we bleed the same blood. We both got 2 arms, we both got 2 legs, we both have the same spark of divinity. Just realize the beauty is all around you, Pardon my ignorance. I talk to God and I say, pardon my ignorance. Renew my mind. Clear my perspective. Allow me to see this with your lens, God. Allow me to see this in a brand new way. To be reborn, to be resurrected again, to go through that dark abyss, to come out of it stronger. You guys hold the power to change your life. I don't ever want to hear anyone say that it's fixed and that it's just that's how it is and that. No, you have power, my friend. You got strength inside of you. Yes, it takes patience. Yes, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some consistency. It's gonna take some vulnerability and having self-compassion. For the longest time I judged the fuck out of I was judging myself daily. Judging myself on my looks. Am I big enough? Am I, let's throw that away. Because you're unique and you're already whole and complete right now. I feel it is illusory just to compare. Just to compare ourselves to another. That doesn't come from God. And the more that I see and just really feel intuitively, the shames, the guilts, the fears, the insecurities, all these things, guys, the evils of the world are not, does not have a grip on you, It doesn't have a grip on you. A lot of this stuff is just figments of our mind, misidentifications, misperceptions, thinking that we're seeing something, but we're really misinterpreting it, and we're creating our own prison. We are creating our own cage based off our unhealed trauma, based off our unhealed patterns. Realize that the strength is in you. Shout out to this bird, because nature could agree as well, Nature teaches us a lot, and just even being in this ecosystem right here, we see life all around us, that there's strength, that there's flexibility, there's endurance. Speaking of nature right now, just really what's reflecting. Nature holds flexibility. Nature holds resilience, fluidity, expansion, creativity. Nothing is idle. Remember, nature never rushes, yet everything grows perfectly and in divine timing. I feel inspired right now. I feel called right now to get back on this mic, to get on this YouTube, to come out on this platform in a way I've never done it before. In a new level, a new energy, a new way to really lift beings up. You gotta speak from passion, you gotta speak from soul. Speak from the soul, baby. You are already enough. Pardon the train, family. just want you guys to know that like anything is really fucking possible out here. Don't give up on your life. Don't give up on yourself. You're not your past. You're not your failures. You're not your mistakes. You're not your insecurities. Love yourself, man, because love is really what we are at the core. At the core, who we really are is limitless. Excellent. Change the way you see yourself, brother, sister, soul tribe, soul family. Let's change the way we see this shit. Change the way we see this shit, because that's how the mind is sometimes. You know, the subconscious is like, we realize it's driving our behavior, and we get to that boiling point where shit just pops. There has to be a destruction for new creation. There has to be death to be life. There has to be some sort of resurrection and renewal. I'm speaking from my own testimony right now. I'm speaking through my own experience and just what I'm currently going through. You know, I spent so much of my energy misdirecting my focus on what was going wrong, what wasn't working, seeing the negatives, seeing what I was missing, instead of seeing what was already there the whole time. And what was there the whole time was everything. The gratitude. Remember, a peaceful life is priceless. What doesn't cost money? What is free to us now? Just feel the reassurance on that. Feel the peace on that. What is available in this moment that costs nothing? Our strength, our peace, man, our purpose. Waking up with a sense of purpose. Waking up with a sense of, this is what I'm here to do, God. Now, your life matters, that your voice matters, whether you're going through addictions, whether you're feeling depressed, whether you're feeling like you've been through some crazy, tumultuous shit. You know what I'm saying? Where you feel like you can't get back up. You can. Do never trick yourself out of your power. Don't trick yourself out of your divinity. You are far worthy. You are far worth more than you can comprehend right now. And I just feel so much love just for everything and for everybody. You know? God forgive me. You know? God forgive my ignorance. Forgive my fucked up perspective. Seeing everyone as just judging everyone. I started seeing this is all this reflection, man. Everything is just a mirror. Everything is just mirroring shit to us, man. It starts with us and it ends with us. Once we take responsibility for our shit, you can go and fucking circle. This is what I was doing. I feel like I've learned that once you learn the lesson, you really learn the lesson. You sit the fuck down. You really just surrender into your will. You surrender to your highest self. Surrender to God. Surrender to life. And just remind yourself of, family, we've came so far. We've came so far. It's not, your time isn't up yet. Your time is not up yet. I'm being called to really speak life into souls, man, to remind you of your purpose, to remind you to go chase that dream, to remind you to wake up with that sense of just like, you fucking do it. You know, a lot of times we blame circumstances. This is what I learned. This is my dumb shit that I had to fucking grow the fuck up through and mature. Because it's in those dark moments, it's in that breaking point, that dark fucking soul, that dark night of soul where you're like, what the fuck is going on, man? And then you just get to that point where things just reveal itself to you. God will always show up. God will not put you through something you're not strong enough to get through, let alone your higher self and your soul. You are stronger than this shit. You're stronger than your circumstance. Get doubt out of the picture. Fuck that shit. Let's punt that shit out of here. Let's get the doubt out of here because it's not real. Just feel the collective, man. I'm feeling some shit right now. For real, for real, for real. Almost like I just have this compassion for realizing that God has you here for something bigger than you. What if those lifts, man? What if that inner work? What if the discipline? What if this shit wasn't even about it, man? This shit's bigger than us. It's bigger than just the self-gratification. It's bigger than just the instant fixes and shit and pleasure in ourselves, man. It's purpose over everything. It's how can we change as many people's lives, man, just by our walk, just by our testimony, just so we can lift other people up. God is using you just so you can shine your light. This is some shit that hit me. If God doesn't come to you, he's gonna come through you. God is gonna come through you so you can hit other people, you can touch other people. And I can just dust that shit off you. So I can just get that dark cloud over you, get that shit away. You've been suffering long fucking enough. You've been going through this shit long enough. Your time is now. There's always a way. There's always a fucking way. When you feel like everything is not what it seems, trust God. Trust God. Trust yourself and your intuition and what your heart is really telling you, what your gut, man, what that intuition is really pulling you to. I feel like we have so much fucking just potential, man, in life, and it's bigger than these jobs. It's bigger than all the fucking monotonous distractions and all these things that we really were just letting take over our minds. You own your mind. You own that fucking gift. You hear me? You own that gift. You own that God-given ability. It's inside all of us. There's 3 things that God placed in all of us: a vision, a purpose, and a way to contribute, a way to live a life where we can just shine, man. Even in our darkest hours, man, your light is shining the hardest. Mind you, universes are birthed from black holes. You see a black hole in the universe, man, there's shit getting born out of that all the time. That dark period, that season you're in right now, is meant to build you. It's meant to make you who you've always asked God to make you be. And that's one thing that I'm realizing is like God gives you the vision, but then he tests you. He tests you. He tests you to lean on a higher divine understanding. It's like this trust becomes this faith, this sense of unshakable faith that it's higher than you, to where you know everything is working out, to where you know you're safe, to where you know that you're loved, and you know that you're worthy, and you know that you're here for something. That's all people gotta realize, is that you're here for something. You're not here to just to exist and to just waste away your life. You're here to shine, man. You're here to really live this shit, to soak this shit. I wanna soak life up. I wanna live it. I wanna feel alive. That's what we're looking for. We just wanna feel alive. And we can be doing this in good ways or bad ways. It's like yin and yang, you know? You got 2 wolves. Which one you gonna feed? I feel like everything is meant to bring us back to our balance. Even fucking going through hell, that's supposed to teach us something. It's supposed to make you come out stronger. Make you come, you know what I've learned from this? Is this created a stronger backbone. A strong sense of self. A strong sense of I can do whatever the fuck I place my mind to. That I can do whatever I set my mind to. Whatever I feel God, God's will is your will. That gift, that beauty, that service, that what you can give to the world is limitless, man. It's really limitless. There's nothing that can stop you. I'm getting real passionate in this because I just feel I want to touch you. I want to, not in that type of way. I want to touch your soul, man. I want you to feel this shit like a spiritual hug through the screen. I was bullshit, man. I wasn't giving my 100%. I wasn't living fully to God. I wasn't. And that's what I feel, the depressions and all these things, man. I was laying on my back in my fucking room. All the lights off, in the dark. Sitting there, asking God, pleading with God, what am I here to do? What am I here to do? I'm not a victim. You're not a victim. You're not fucking weak. Even in your weaknesses, you will see your strength. In your doubts, you will see your faith. You will see who you are. You are so much bigger than this shit. You are so much bigger than the day-to-day. Man, this present moment is all we got. We don't get, you know what I'm saying? We really don't get this. This is a fresh start. This is a new day. This is a new moment for you to really come out and give yourself another chance. Give yourself another fucking chance, man. Do not hide in that dark shit. You're a child of God. You're a child of infinite intelligence. You are a creation of the Most High. Don't get so caught up in this stuff, man. Love yourself for where you are now, because if we don't love ourselves unconditionally for where we are now, how the fuck are we gonna expect to really evolve? We gotta get out of our own limiting ways. We gotta get out of our own destructive, toxic, fucked up type of ways and really shift this. Just remember, this shit came straight from the heart. It's probably one of the more realest videos I feel that I'm coming to make, but it's about day by day, moment by moment. Enjoy this shit. I know sometimes it doesn't look perfect. You're like, what the fuck? You gotta find the beauty. Can you find the beauty in the trenches? Can you find the beauty in whatever you're dealing with right now? Can you just trust your ability, man? Trust your ability. Just, put your hand over your head and just be like, just grant me a new perspective, Most High God, nature, creator, divine. Grant a new perspective. Show me another way to see this situation. Show me another way. How can I give something today? How can I share something today? How can I be of service today? You're here for a reason, man. I know what the suicidal thoughts are like. I know, suicidal attempts. Feeling abandoned, man. Feeling emotionally neglected and shit. I knew, being on this warrior path, I knew that this shit that we're being endured, man, we're being built up in these seasons. You're being built up to be stronger so you can hold it down for the world, man. So you can hold it down for your family, for everybody. That's why it's so important to take care of ourselves. That's why it's so important to not take this shit for granted, man. To really be grateful for the breath you breathe. Be grateful for the health you got. Be grateful for the opportunity you got. There's opportunity in this shit. Don't ever get it twisted. And if you hear by the end of this video, I appreciate you. That's some real shit. Coming up to the 30-minute mark. Just be present. Hear God. Hear your soul. Hear your heart. What do you really want to do? What do you really want to do with your life? Suppose anything is possible. Suppose you can change it all today. Remind yourself how far you came, because you are God at the highest level. You are a mini God, a piece of source, divinity incarnate, one with nature, one with ourselves. Just feel the beauty of it. Feel the equanimity of it. You guys got this shit. So I really appreciate you, man. Nothing but love, nothing but gratitude. I felt God called me to come out here to make this real powerful video, just so I could lift you up, just so I could spark that flame, man. That's all it takes is for one match to spark the whole box. Speak with conviction and know it. Be definitive in your purpose and act as if, because you already are it, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve this breakthrough. You deserve this next level up. You deserve this financial abundance. You deserve this independence. You deserve to be in the right environment. You deserve this shit. Open your mind to that possibility that you are fucking worth it. Enough of the self-sabotage. You are worthy. Remember that shit. Unconditional love, family. Sending it through the screen. Peace.